Hello and welcome back to the Reincarnated Radio Podcast. I'm your host, Dave Stishan, and once again I'm bringing you another one of the scariest, creepiest, and most skin-crawling tales of terror that the golden age of radio had to offer. This week, we bring you a tale about a domineering and brassy woman, her subservient husband, and the eccentric dinner parties that they are known to throw, where anything can happen, and anyone can show up. Today, the cast of Pat Dwyer, Jennifer Lee Houston, Katy Vaughn, and myself reincarnate Ghost Party from Lights Out, which originally aired on April 21st, 1937. So turn off the lights, gather round, and just remember, these tales scared your grandpappy first, and enjoy the Reincarnated Radio Podcast. It's a great night, isn't it?
Yes.
It's good to be alive in the springtime.
It's good to be alive anytime.
The night air is so soft.
Yes.
Like your lips.
Darling.
I wish we didn't have to go there.
So do I.
There'll be a house full of loudspeakers trying to outtalk each other.
Can't we sort of just forget to go, Jim?
Not a chance. If I don't show up to one of Mrs. Hinkle's parties, and she got wise to it, tomorrow morning I'd be reading the want ads and worrying where I'd get the money to meet the next payment on that engagement ring.
Silly.
Silly is right. That fat old tub owns stock in just about every business in this town. You go to one of her parties when you're invited, or else.
Well, it seems a pity to waste such a glorious night.
If it were just a plain party, it wouldn't be so bad. But one of Mrs. Hinkle's...
Are they as bad as all that, Jim?
Worse. The woman's got a party complex. She thinks she's this daring type, but actually, the last time she had an original idea was just this side of the Civil War. She's built like a battleship, and the only thing she does outside of clipping coupons off her bonds is think up screwy ideas for screwier parties. Wait till you see her.
I'm looking forward to it. What about Mr. Hinkle?
Oh, well, he makes a fit partner for her. He's as small as she's big, but he's about as party cuckoo as she is. And on top of that, he's one of these practical jokers.
No.
It's a fact. Palm ticklers and itch powder and water squirting out of a flower's buttonhole and all that kid stuff. I tell you, the pair of them are enough to make a person sick.
Have we much further to go, Jimmy?
No. Unfortunately, it's right around the block. I sure wonder what screwy idea they've cooked up for tonight.
Do you mean all their parties are different?
Yep. Different, and yet the same. The last one I went to, she had the whole house fixed up like the inside of a barn. Cows and chickens wandering around the parlor and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, you're fooling.
So help me. And after the liquor started circulating, somebody found that one of the hens had laid an egg, and he popped someone with it, and the fun began. They threw everything around but the cow. And if it wasn't for the fact that the Hinkles have a bank account big enough to choke an ostrich farm, the whole shebang would have landed in the hooskow.
Oh my goodness, Jimmy. I don't think I want to go to their party. I mean, if that's the way they are.
Don't worry. I understand that tonight the Hinkles are having just a quiet evening at home. I hope.
I don't like the way you said, I hope. Jimmy, do you hear what I hear?
Yep. That's their place, all right.
A nice, quiet evening at home, huh?
You should hear the Hinkles when they really get going.
Oh, do we have to go there? Do we really, Jimmy?
All we can do is go there and hope to heck that she isn't throwing a circus party with a couple of lions running loose.
I'll do more than hope, Jim. I'll pray.
Okay. And while you're praying, pray that Mr. Hinkle doesn't pull any of his pet practical jokes on us. His idea of good, clean fun is to wire up a chair with electricity and then shock the back teeth out of anyone who sits down in it.
Oh, stay close to me, Jimmy. Stay close.
Quiet, everybody. Quiet, please. Quiet. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce you to that queen of party makers, none other than my own dear wife.
Thank Thank you, dear friends, thank you. It does my heart good to know that you appreciate these little gatherings, which have come to mean so much, I'm sure, to the social life of our community. But enough of that. As you all know, I pride myself, if I might use the word, on the originality of my little parties. Well, as you know, we've done just about everything at these parties. That is to say, everything really clever. So tonight, I simply racked my brains for something that just hadn't been done before. And I'm sure when I tell you what it's all about, you'll agree with me that it's going to be quite a treat indeed. In fact, if I do say so myself, never in all the many years I have been entertaining folks have I ever had the good fortune of thinking of as clever and original and entertaining an idea as I've thought up for tonight. It'll thrill you, I simply know it will.
I don't like the look in that woman's eye, Ellen.
Oh, don't be silly. She's not as terrible as you said she'd be.
That's what you think, darling. That's what you think.
And so it is with the greatest of pleasure that I announce the pièce de résistance of our evening. Entertainment, which I'm sure will thrill all of you, none other than an actual ghost seance. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you all come, please, into the next room, and the seance will begin. Hurry now! The spirits in it must not be kept waiting. In here, please. Please, yes, come through. Thank you.
Oh, Jimmy, I don't like this.
Don't worry. We'll just sit around in the circle and hold hands. I won't mind that part of it.
A ghost seance? Is that woman's idea of fun?
It's all right, dear. I think we can sneak out now and she'll never know what happened to us. The old battle axe.
Shh.
What?
Here comes the Hinkles.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, here you are, Jimmy. Now you and your young lady get right in with the rest. Right in. The spirits and the ghosts are waiting. Now everybody take a chair around the table. Quickly, please, quickly. Now, everyone join hands. Everyone join hands. Mr. Hinkle, turn off the lights. Mr. Hinkle, did you hear me? Turn out the lights.
Right, my dear.
Oh, Jimmy, I wish I was home.
This is nothing. You ought to see the Hinkles' really bright ideas. I'll bet they're the ones who started the San Francisco earthquake.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, we cannot expect to have a proper contact with the spirits unless we are silent.
Thank you, Mr. Hinkle. Those are my sentiments exactly. The spirits are the spirits. Where are the spirits?
I am the spirit of 1776.
Now, please, my friends, please. This is a serious affair. Mrs. Hinkle is trying to awaken the spirits of the departed.
I am the spirit of the spring.
Mr. Hinkle, you must do something. We must have quiet. How can I contact the spirits of our forefathers?
You hear, ladies and gentlemen? Quiet, please, quiet.
Jim, how long is this going to go on? Let's try to sneak out now.
I can't, Ellen. I just can't. If old Eagle Eye found out...
All this silly nonsense. Sitting in the dark and holding hands as if...
Now, quiet. No more whispering, if you please. If any of you think that this seance, which I am about to conduct, is not perfectly serious, I assure you quite emphatically that it is. You see, last week, I went to see one of the greatest mediums in existence, and she told me I myself was a medium. I myself am psychic. Isn't that true, Mr. Hinkle?
Oh, absolutely, my dear. He said you were positively psychic.
Now, hold tightly to your neighbor's hands, and I will go into a trance. Here I go.
She's been in a trance her entire life.
Quiet. Let's see what she does.
I am now in a trance. I am now the voice of the world beyond.
Of all the scummy parties, the voice of the other world?
She sounds like the voice of fatty degeneration.
I bring you my spirit control. Listen to him.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
Shh, quiet, please.
Oh, spirit of the other world, speak and bring us wisdom.
Of all the nonsense, that woman isn't a medium, is she, Jimmy?
She's medium crazy, that's what she is.
Jimmy.
Why
did you stand up?
What?
Well, it's so dark, but I see you standing by me. Why didn't you sit down?
I am sitting down.
Then what? Ah!
Ellen, in heaven's name, what?
Turn on the lights! Mr. Hinkle, turn on the lights!
Yes, in heaven's name, turn on the lights!
I can't find the switch. Oh, there. I've got it. That girl. Look at that girl.
What's the matter? Who screamed? What is going on here? Oh, she fainted?
Yeah, someone get in some water, quick. Ellen, open your eyes. What frightened you? Look at the way she's got her hands to her throat.
Yes, she's choking herself.
I don't know why. Ellen!
Blood? Her hands are covered with blood.
Get a doctor. Somebody, get a doctor.
No, I see it clearly. It's just a scratch. It's just a scratch.
Jimmy.
See, she's coming to. She's all right. It's just a scratch on her throat. Just a scratch.
Scratch? You fool, look! It's teeth marks.
Jeffries!
Yes, Miss Hinkle.
Jeffries, are they all gone?
Yes, madam, all.
Oh, then run along and close up.
Yes, ma'am.
Most deplorable thing that's ever happened to me. Sam, are you falling asleep down here?
What?
Oh, get up out of that chair and let's go upstairs and go to bed. Most disgusting party I have ever had the misfortune to be concerned with.
It didn't turn out badly, did it?
Not at all. It would have been most entertaining but for that disgusting little person fainting that way.
But her throat.
Now, don't start that again, Mr. Hinkle. It was nothing at all. It was a mere scratch. Teeth marks, indeed.
But they were plain.
Now, don't start arguing, Samuel Hinkle.
Oh, no, my dear.
She got all nervous and excited there in the dark, and she scratched herself, that's all, breaking up a perfectly good evening with her hysteria. Come, let's go upstairs.
Yes, my dear.
Screaming and crying and carrying on like that, absolutely disgusting.
Yes, my dear.
Ruining a perfectly good party that way, and that Jimmy person persisting in wanting to police in when one could see it was nothing but a scratch. Teeth marks indeed.
Yes, my dear.
Oh, I'll fix that young man's goose tomorrow morning, I will. Police in my house. I'll teach him. He'll be walking the streets when I get through with him.
And perfectly right, my dear.
Oh, and I spent so much time thinking up the idea of the party. And we had such clever stunts planned, didn't we?
Oh, yes, my dear.
Oh, what will people think of me? Such a disgusting exhibition. Well, Samuel, open the door.
Oh, yes, my dear.
Oh, sleep, that's what I need. Sleep to forget the entire atrocious affair. Well, turn on the lights!
Yes, my dear.
All those clever little things we figured out. The luminous paint to shine in the dark, and you're getting under the table and pulling their legs and... Oh! Sam!
Yes, my dear?
In my chair, by the window.
My goodness.
What, do you see her too, Samuel?
Yes, of course. Who is she?
I never saw her before in my life. Speak to her, Mr. Hinkle. Find out who in the world she is.
Well, I don't...
Oh, you mouse, you. Old woman? Who are you? What are you doing in my bedroom?
She can't hear you, my dear. She wants you to come closer.
Of all the nerve! Filthy old hag! Get out of my chair! What are you doing here? Who are you?
You ask who I am.
You heard me? Who are you? How did you get up here? Hinkle, call the police!
Yes, my dear.
Hinkle, wait.
Huh?
Come closer, the both of you.
Get out of my house! Out, I said! Hinkle! What are you standing there for? Do something!
Yes, my dear.
Both of you. Closer.
I'll fix you. I'll fix you! Jeffries! Jeffries, come here, Jeffries!
Yes, Mrs. Hinkle. What is it, Mrs. Hinkle? Is there any trouble?
Jeffries, come in here.
Yes, Mrs. Hinkle.
Jeffries, call the police.
Ma'am?
My husband, for some reason of his own, apparently, is fascinated by that horrible old hag. But you certainly aren't. Call the police.
I'm very sorry, Mrs. Hinkle, but I'm afraid I don't quite understand.
The police! The police! Call the police! Don't you understand simple English either? Call the police!
I'm begging your pardon, madam, but why?
Illegal entry, breaking, disorderly conduct. I don't know exactly what reason. There must be some law in this community that prevents a woman from just simply usurping someone else's home. Jeffries, you hear me? Don't stand there. Call the police. I want her thrown into jail. Sitting there, smirking at me. Call the police.
But, madam, whom are you talking about?
In the chair by the window. Look.
There's no one there.
No one there? What are you...
I was trying to tell you, my dear, she just went.
Went?
It's very late, madam. May I retire?
Get out. Get out.
Thank you, madam.
Samuel? Where did she go? I wasn't watching. Where did she go?
I don't know.
But she must have gone somewhere. You were watching her. I wasn't. Tell me, where did she go?
She just disappeared.
You fool! People don't just disappear. I know. She sneaked downstairs. My Silver! She sneaked downstairs while I was talking to steal us out of house and home. Oh, Hinkle!
Yes, my dear?
Go downstairs and see if she's down there. Quickly!
Yes, but...
Quickly, I say, go down there and... Oh! There she is! She's sitting in front of the door now. Do you see her? You do, don't you, Hinkle?
Yes, I see her.
Samuel.
Huh?
I think I can see the back of the chair right through her.
Sit down, my friends. We have a long time ahead of us.
Sam.
Yes?
So late.
Yeah, I slept a little.
Not me. Her sitting there. Staring.
I got so tired.
I've been thinking all this time.
Thinking what?
Thinking of what she wants of us.
She hasn't said a word for hours, has she?
Oh, she doesn't have to speak, Sam. I know.
Know what?
She wants to kill us both.
The dead can't kill?
While you were dozing, I went close to her. I thought maybe somehow I could get by through the door. She kept looking at me as I kept coming closer.
Yes?
Then suddenly, when I got very close...
If we yell for Jeffries, perhaps...
You always were a fool, Sam. Try to yell.
I can't somehow.
I never was afraid of anything before.
And I've always been afraid.
What is she waiting for? What is it? Staring. Why doesn't she speak again?
No. When it's daylight, things will be different then. She'll go away. A dead thing like that can't live in the daylight.
But it's hours until day yet. Hours, Sam. I can't stand it anymore. Go up to her. Talk to her. You talk to her.
No, you.
Sam, do as I say. I can't talk to her. Not I. Somehow, I've got a feeling that if I do talk to her again... Well, never mind that now. Go up to her. Speak to her. Maybe you can find out why she keeps staring at me. Why me? Why me?
I'd rather not.
Sam, do as I say!
Yes, my dear, yes. Excuse me, please?
Come closer. We have much to talk about, you and I.
Well, it's not me that wants to talk, please. But my wife.
She's afraid to talk to me.
She's afraid that something'll happen.
And so it will.
She asked me to ask you why you keep staring at her.
Did you ever see her blood?
Huh?
She has so much of it swimming in her veins, and I have none.
You'll excuse me, I don't understand.
There are some of us who could go back to living if we had blood.
She wants to know just what it is you want.
Did you ever walk along a quiet street and suddenly think there was somebody close behind you? Did you ever sit alone in a room just at dark and suddenly think that there behind the chair, if you would turn around, there was someone standing, someone you didn't dare look at?
She just wants to know what you want.
You want your life, don't you? Simple man, answer me. You want this thing you call your life.
I want to live, yes, sure.
And so do I. And only through blood, red blood, can I have life. The life I want.
Well, what can I do? I mean, I don't understand. Really, I don't.
Death or life? Which do you want, little man? Which?
Life.
Then listen to me. Put your ear close to me. Here's your choice. Your life or hers. You believe I'm not of this world, you know?
Yes, I've always believed.
Then believe I'll take that miserable little life of yours, unless you do as I say.
I don't want to die.
Those pills for sleeping that your wife takes often, they're on the table by the bed.
Well?
Fix them. A quick death. Quicker than I would give her. You must give them to her. You fool. She's kept you under all these years. With her, you've been a man, and yet not a man. Now I give you life. Give her the pills, you little fool. No one will know it, and then I'll go away. I'll let you all alone. Give her the pills, and I'll leave you.
You will?
Yes, I will. Give her the easy death, little man. Hurry.
Yes, why not? She's to blame that you're here. She did it at that crazy party. How or why, I don't understand, but she did it. Why should I die? Why should I?
Yes, why should you die? Go, make her sleep, and you will be free of me forever.
Yes, I'll do it.
What did she say, Sam? What did she say?
Well...
Speak, you fool, speak! You talked so long with her, I couldn't hear a single word. What did she say? Staring at me. Look at her. Still staring at me. Samuel, you've got to tell me. What did she say?
You should go to sleep.
Sleep? What are you saying?
Yes, that's what she said. If you go to sleep, she said she'll disappear. Go back to where she came from.
Sleep?
Yes, I'll get your pills.
Old thing. Sitting there, staring at me. Who are you? The dead don't live. And yet you're dead. I know you are.
Come closer.
Come closer. I think she just said, come closer.
Come closer.
I've got to do it. What? What do you want of me? What?
Quickly, listen to me. If you listen, I'll give you life and go away. Hear me? Go away.
Yes, I listen.
He wants to poison you. He thinks I'll give him life if first he kills you.
Oh, no, he wouldn't.
Look, there in the corner. He mixes up a poisoned brew. Those sleeping pills you use, he fixes them. All of them.
No!
Listen closely. He'll take a glass and give you one, the poisoned one. Switch the glasses. Give him the poisoned one.
But
do as I say, and you'll have life. Kill him for me, and I'll give you life. You hear me? Give you life.
Life, yes, I'll do it.
Go back, he's ready for you.
Yes.
Here, my dear, this'll make you sleep. See, I've mixed one for myself, too.
Yes, I see it.
Here, this is yours.
The pill is in the water?
Yes, the usual one. Here, I'll drink with you. There's one in my glass, too. We'll sleep until it's day, and then that horrible old woman, she'll be gone.
Look! She's standing up!
Where? No. She's still sitting there as she's been for hours. You moved the glasses?
No. They're just the way they were. This one is mine?
Yes, that one is yours. Drink.
And you drink yours?
Together. Everything will be fine now. Fine.
Yes.
All my life has been run for me. First my mother, and then you ran it.
What are you talking about?
And now for the first time my life is going to be my own. You hear me? My own. I'll do what I want, when I want, and no one, no, my head.
Sam, old woman, you see? I did it. He's gone. Now you've got to go away. You said you'd go away.
Yes, I said I'd go away.
Why are you coming toward me? The other way, out, where you came from. See, he's lying here. I did just as you said I should. Don't look at me like that.
He's dead.
Yes.
And we're alone.
What?
Alone. Me and you. And the blood in your veins.
What?
While he lived, I couldn't touch you. But now he's dead.
Stop looking at me like that.
But now he's dead. And we're alone.
I tell you, stop looking at me like that. What do you want of me? What do you want of me?
What I need to bring me back to life. The thick, red liquid of life in your veins. To fill the emptiness of mine. Red life. I'll drink it.
No! Vampire! You! No!
And that concludes our reincarnation of Ghost Party from Lights Out and another episode of the Reincarnated Radio Podcast. I'd like to thank my cast for helping me bring this script back to life, and new episodes of the Reincarnated Radio Podcast can be found every week on PodBean, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube, and Spotify. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram so you never miss an announcement. And while you're at it, leave us a review. Tell us what you think. Hopefully we raised a hair or two. But for now, that's it for me, Dave Stishan, and the rest of us at the Reincarnated Radio Podcast, where we scared your grandpappy first.